Hi, guys. Welcome back to Sip and Chat. I hope that you are grabbing your drinks so that you're ready to sip and chat with us. Today, I have no other than Jasmine Anderson with me, an author, a host, and she's also a very, very gifted speaker. So today, you are going to get to know her. And before we get her on the screen, I want to go ahead and play her reel for you guys. Hold tight, and you are getting ready to know a woman that is to be reckoned with.
I'm excited because they're going to share. So it's so exciting because we get to see what the players.
Out just to see, just to get a glimpse of just peacefulness. It's about what it is. 10 golden rules for living a rich life is I'm a reporter, so I interview a lot of different people, and I'm always asking them what are some ways that they live fully, like what is something that makes them make their dream a reality, what got them to that point. So I figure I'm always motivating, talking to people. So I wanted to make a book because I know I'm always looking in different books. I stay in the self-help section, and I'm always trying to better myself, trying to do something new, trying to do something different. So, always, I think if you're constantly changing and constantly doing something new, you grow. So I'm always there, and I'm always looking in different books, but I'm looking for one thing, but I'm looking through different books. So I figured, let me write a book, and use the knowledge that I've gotten in these different books and be able to help somebody else's life where they don't have to go through a million different books just to get this message.
All right. Welcome, Jasmine Anderson. How are you today, Queen?
Yes, what a beautiful, real introduction. Excellent. It was beautiful.
It is such an honor to have you here with us today. And yes, truly a beautiful introduction because,
Yes.
I don't know where to start. How about this? Let's start by taking a sip. What are you sipping on?
Okay, I got watermelon juice.
Okay, I heard that. Same here. I have some what is this? Grapefruit juice with some aloe vera in it.
Okay, that's good.
Trying to keep it healthy. Cheers, Queen. Yes. So, Jasmine, real quick, I understand you just came from Miami. How about that? In the middle of, the time that we're in, how was that? How was that trip?
It was really good. Everyone is just with the mask and you just
Yeah.
have to stay your distance. And a lot of things weren't open, but things were open. So it's just being cautious, making sure you're not too close in anyone's space. And I kind of went with the group. So we just kind of stayed in our own group.
Got it.
So it was fine. Yeah. But it was good. Good experience.
Yes. And I saw you guys. I saw you on Instagram. Y'all look fabulous.
Thank you. We had to, now that everything is open, it's like, hey, let's get out, right?
Exactly.
Safely.
Right. Safely. Exactly. Now, for those who do not know you, who is Jasmine Anderson?
I know Jasmine, look, she is a woman who is not just limited, doesn't stay in a box. She's always, always going and moving and doing new things, trying new trends. I'm an author, media proprietor, and also a mother. So
a businesswoman on the move, working and building for generational wealth. And so, as you guys can see, I have some of my books here behind me. So, these 3 books, Powerful Woman, Live Fully Journal. So, I just continue to want to motivate, encourage people through everything that I do because there was a lot that I didn't have. So, Jasmin Anderson is a woman, you're going to see smiling, going to be filled with good energy, and everything she puts out is to uplift the human race. So,
I
that's
love that. And everything you put out is so authentic. And I'm curious to know, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers are curious to know, where does that motivation and the inspiration come from? Because, you released the book, Live Fully. I'm sure you have to first live fully in order to share that message. So share with us, where does that come from?
You know what? Live Fully was a time where I was going through my own challenges. And that's kind of where me writing stems from, is because I was going through my own challenges, having my own problems. And through that, I was going in the self-help section. And I kind of really just wanted something where I could just do some kind of writing in there just to kind of reflect on myself. But it wasn't there. I couldn't find a book. I felt like I saw one in there before, but I couldn't find it. So in the midst of not seeing it, I was like, someone gave me an idea, why don't you just write a book? So I was like, you know what? But at first it was just going to be with quotes and things like that, words of wisdom, because that's what I do in all my interviews. So in the book Live Fully, it's a lot of people's words of wisdom, but also gems that I've learned. And I had to remind myself through my challenges what I've learned along the way to live fully, to be who I am, to be encouraged, to be motivated, and to know like it's okay. Just because today didn't work out doesn't mean there's not better days. Like it doesn't end just today not going good. So in that book is just a quick uplifter, just to know like, hey, you're going to have hard days, but you get past those days. It gets beautiful, and not to stay stuck in those. So that's kind of where Live Fully came from, a place where I didn't feel like I was living fully. I was doing my full potential. So I really wanted to make sure now moving forward, I'm living fully. I want other people to know, hey, tap into that when you're having challenging times. You can live fully. Hey, today's a little rough day, but let's learn from it. Let's keep moving forward in it.
That part. I love it. I love that. And now you have a workbook as well that went together with the book, right? So how would how would you suggest that your, I want to say, how do you call it, clients, your followers, because it becomes clients.
People who want to be inspired. Like I
want to be inspired, exactly, because you turn into a psychologist, girl. You turn into a listen. I'm telling you, you guys. Disclaimer: we had a conversation prior to us going live, and I was so inspired by just talking to Jasmin on the phone. So I tell you guys, if you have not gotten Live Fully, go ahead and grab that book. But back to the question though, about the workbook, how would you encourage us to use those two hand in hand together?
Oh my goodness, this journal, literally I go to it. Like, for real. Like I could just go to one page like this one. Let me just open. Live Fully Inquiry 3. How do you chase the blues away? And then right here to say, my creating a rich atmosphere goals. List your rich atmosphere goals. You have goal 1, goal 2. And it's just like any little page, like how is taking care of your body an important priority and living your life? So it's really in depth, like you taking care of you. So if you feel like there's things you don't know about yourself that you need to find out, you need to get this book so you know about yourself. You are tuned with who you are. Like, okay, what is rich on the inside? Inside is not just, okay, rich money-wise. No, rich with who you are, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and what that looks like. And I have days I even go back to here, girl. I'm writing in here, so I have days where I go back in here and I'm writing because, like I said, we all have those days. Everything isn't just broken. So I even have to go to it myself. As you guys can see, I even have some writing in here. So it's very good for you. I think I need to promote it more because it's really blessed my own life, me reading it and re-going through things. So definitely check this out.
Yeah, no, I love what you said, because truth be told, it's almost like, the Bible said that we have to be the first partaker of the fruit. So it's almost like you have to be the first person to be able to live fully and be able to, it's almost like speaking to yourself, right? Before we can share it to others. So I love that, Jasmine. And I can tell that it comes from a very sincere and a genuine place, a place of labor. Like you've been through it, you've experienced each chapter. So you guys,
Exactly.
make sure you grab that book. We're going to talk about the powerful woman soon, which
Hey,
you
look,
are.
all the ladies. Yes.
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 In addition to that, it is the International Women's Month. We didn't get
Yes.
a day, Queen. We got a whole month. Cheers to that.
Cheers. Look, hey, queen
Okay.
status.
Right. Sip on that, you guys. So in the meantime, let's hear this poem. We're just going to play a poem real quick. And when we come back, I want to hear about the powerful woman. I have a lot of questions, girls.
Okay,
So
I'm ready. I'm ready.
all right. All right. All right. Here.
My name is Britta B, and the name of this poem is Dear Young Woman. Dear young woman, I hope you find you. I hope you find love. I see all the armor you wear. I see all the jewels and gems of wisdom you share. It's okay to shine, Ma. It's okay to shine. It's okay to have pride, Ma. You don't have to live a lie. Don't let the violence fool you into silence, convincing you that you are not worthy of space and time. You might not know it yet, but you got a multi-dimensional set of eyes looking out for you. Trust that what is meant for you is relying on you to show up. Show up. You will never lose your spirit. Each of your breaths have minds and lives of their own. I doubt we'll ever know the true impact of our presence. What a blessing. Young woman, I wish you enough. I wish you enough time for all of your skills and talents. I wish you more. I wish you more revelations than disrespects and regrets. And I beg you to believe in yourself more than your parents ever did. Carry out your curiosities in spite of the corruptions you experience. You let yourself free when you let yourself forgive. And so when you do, and I know you will, I hope you find you. I hope you find love again. A word that comes to mind for this piece is empowerment. As a poet, I really want to serve as an encouraging voice through my work. And I want this poem to be a reminder that whatever you're going through as a woman, you have the choice to make for yourself on how gentle and kind you are with yourself. So I may be putting this out there as a message for people other than me, but it's also a reminder to myself to treat myself kindly and to be good to myself.
Quick shout out to the young lady that shared that poem. It is important, like she said, to be good to yourself. Now, Jasmine,
Yes.
powerful woman.
Come on, that was a beautiful poem. Yes,
Yes.
that was amazing.
Very powerful, very encouraging too, to be honest. I was like, yo, we gotta share that with somebody else because somebody else is gonna be blessed. And I believe that is a thought pattern behind your book, blessing somebody else. So could you take us back to the very beginning of the birthing? I want to say I'm so like metaphoric like that. But
You're good. You're good.
Can you take us to the birthing of a powerful woman? Because I'm sure it was a journey to get to that place to be able to release such a powerful, what is it called? Book cover as well. Yes. You guys see those lighting in the back? Like she ain't playing.
Look,
like We
This
got
is
some.
transformation.
I love it. I love it.
I love it. So you
So
want to
yeah,
talk about the birthing? Is
I
that what
want to
you're
talk about the birthing. Yes.
Okay, so basically, I was in a place where I was lost again.
Mhm.
These books come from me being in a place in a space where I needed I
Mhm.
needed this. And so the birthing of Powerful Woman was just, I felt like it was so many things missing with me becoming a woman. Now
Mhm.
that I am in my 30s, I'm 31 now. So just
Mhm.
in my whole process in my 20s, I just felt like I really didn't know what all a woman, who she was supposed to be. You know,
Yeah.
besides the, oh, just look nice, just act like a lady, or just the mannerisms. I didn't know the
Mhm.
like in depths of what a woman was supposed to be. Like I was like, okay, is she successful? Does she have like her own house? Does she have her own car?
Right.
Have like what is it? I thought those were the things. You know, I didn't
Right.
know the inner things that weren't material that a woman was supposed to know. And so it really came from a place I didn't know. Because my parent, you know, my mother, she did the best she could with making sure mannerisms and things like that. But I wanted to know, no, what is a woman capable of? What is her potentials? How does she tap into something? I just wanted to tap into something bigger than myself. And I
Mhm.
didn't know how to do that. I was in a place where I was lost because I got into a relationship and I kind of left everything in a sense thinking they knew the right way versus what I knew. And so in that time of me dropping things that I knew, I felt like I just didn't know anything, you know, because I
Right.
was a vision board person. I was an affirmation person. I was a person who needed her sticky notes everywhere to stay
Mhm.
motivated. And so for me to stop that and me to leave my creative space that I've kind of made, it
Yeah.
made me feel low. Like I felt lost. Like I didn't know really who am I?
Yeah.
What am I here to do? Like what is really my purpose? What is really my calling? And so in that lost space, you know,
Yeah.
was where I really was like, okay, I want to do research. I want to hear about these queens, these women, and what they've
Yeah.
accomplished to get
Yes.
motivated by. So I was looking through history books. I was asking women who I felt were powerful in their field and what they did questions, you
Yeah.
know, what is a powerful woman or what is a woman? And I first, you know, how does she use her potential? You know,
Yeah.
because a lot of times we can have all these potentials, all these great ideas, but how do we actually do those things? What does it look like doing those things? You know, a lot of people want to tell you should be doing this, you should be doing that, instead of,
Right.
okay, how do I do this? How do I
Right.
do that? And
Right.
so I felt it was a lot of that missing for me, and me feeling like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm really supposed to be this person instead of
Right.
someone mentoring me, showing me, okay, no, this is what a woman, this is how she handles the situation. This is how she moves and and the way that she moves, you know.
Mhm.
So it was a place from that in the birthing, and it took
Mhm.
me a year, almost 2 years to finish it.
Mhm.
And it really, like I said, I tapped into a better me. I tapped
Mhm.
into what I wanted to. I was like, how do I just break free and just feel like, oh, I am powerful to the most
Yes.
I can be? And
Yes.
so how do I do that? Like, God, I really want to tap into something bigger than myself.
Right. Right.
And me wanting to do that and me tapping into that, I was like, well, I want other women to be able to tap into their power and know who they
Yes.
are, you
Yes.
know, and just have an idea, like just have an idea on certain things, masculine energy, femininity, energy,
Right.
you know, just certain things from
Right.
your goddess energy. You know, what is goddess energy? What is this term? What is this? And things like that.
See, you
And
guys, she's busy. She's busy. She's booked and busy this point.
I put it on vibrate, but my phone's hooked up, so my bad.
I love it. I love it. It's perfect.
Put my phone on
We're live.
I
This is all organic and it's all a part of this century that we're in. So, girl, queen, you good.
but no, I really do want to do that. So in this book, I do have women who have also spoke their things. I wanted a futuristic feel because I feel like women were the future, and I feel like in a sense, just I'm into futuristic things like in the
Yes.
now and the
Yes.
what's to come. And I feel like as
Right?
women in the to come, the becoming who we are, you know, really stepping into what a woman is. and her full capability. And she's doing it. She's moving into it. She's not just saying, oh, I'm powerful. Oh, I got all this potential. No, she's using that potential. She's using that power every day in her life. So doing this was partly to help other women, young girls, you know, who don't have like the mentorship, don't have certain women in their life cheering them on, showing them, hey, this is what you should do. This is how you should plan. These are some choices you should make versus having to learn from trial and error. Let me share with you what I went through so it can make it easier for your journey, for what you're going through. And so that was kind of like a tool that I use. Like I said, my target audience is 17 to 35, but it's for all women. But I'm just saying that was a place where I felt my loss. I felt the most lowest in those times. Like I needed someone. I needed a woman there, you know, who I could talk to, who could open up to me, who could show me, guide me, you know, through life, through things. So
yeah. No, I love it. I love it because truth be told, Jasmin, and I believe that is why the idea of birthing came from, just using it in that context. Because whatever you brought forth now, there are young women from all ages that are going to follow you and look up to you as a quote unquote mother that we maybe sometimes needed in certain times, like you mentioned in your journey. You know, sometimes they were not people that you could look to for that guidance, for that direction, but because of you have to be the first person to go through, and now the women are going to look up to you as that figure to come for. And sometimes, you know, as you all saw, her phone was going off like right on live. So you know she's busy. So you know she's booked.
It's on airplane mode, so it's not going to be no disturbance.
No, she's booked and busy. But even though she's booked and busy, you can get a hold of her through reading her book, through reading her books, actually. That way you can connect with Jasmin and get the gems and the high, what is it called? The wisdom that she have gained through her journey. So Jasmin, thank you so much for sharing that. And I would like you to share with the audience, if you could give us like maybe 3 words of wisdom of how to overcome how do I say this? How to overcome the comparison that takes place. Because you know what? Here we are. It's hard, right? And we're in our homes, and it's in a place where it's private. Nobody can check you because you're in your own space. And you over here scrolling, or you over here, what is it called?
Social media. Yes. You want to do stuff all the time. Yeah.
Listen, so if you could just share a few words of wisdom on how to like maneuver through those spaces, because we've all been in those spaces, and how can they overcome that and those I want to say challenges, honestly.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a challenge. I would say even me, I have to correct myself.
Yeah.
If I even try to get close to it. It's just like you said, with social media, we can get so caught up with, what everyone else is doing. And so whenever I find myself scrolling too much and assuming what other people, what they're doing, I go back to my own page. I go and see, okay, what I've accomplished. What are some next things that I need to do?
Boom.
So, it's like, no, let me stay focused and in tune with my own life. So that's one thing that I do. I go back on my own social media.
Yeah, I love it.
What I'm doing, what I need to add, what are some videos I could be doing?
Yeah.
What are some things am I getting across the message I want to in my platform or in my business? What are some things that I need to work on to do improvement? So I try to put that energy back into myself. And that's another thing I talk about in the book, our energy. We have a sacred energy in a day. So how you use that energy is very important because you only have like a limited energy that you have. And so it's ways how you can recharge it and things like that. So that's one way. Go back to seeing what is it that I can make improvement on my own page. Let me get consumed with myself.
Right.
The other thing with comparison is you have to remind yourself there's no one like you.
There's
no one like you. So look in the mirror. All my flaws that I felt were flaws, I learned to love them and know that made me more unique. That made me different, you know. So from my I have little moles on my face I used to didn't like, you know, my forehead. I used to be like, man, my forehead was so big. And I just came to grow to love that. Like, you know, I got a big brain in that big forehead, or you know what I'm saying? All these ideas, all these visions, my forehead is big. So now that's why even on my cover, I kind of showed my forehead. So if you look, you like, okay, her whole forehead, because that was something I used to feel like, oh, I need a bang over all the time.
You
And
are
it's like,
to me. You
yeah,
talk to me. That's me all day. Like this
like,
forehead
let
is
me,
humongous.
let me,
Look, it's there. It's
I'm
like,
like, it's out now. This is me. This is my
Lord.
face. This is my face. Yes.
See all of this hair here. I'm trying to cover it up.
So it's just embracing the things that you feel you don't like about yourself. Just saying, you know, this is what makes me me. This is me.
Yeah.
Let me make that. So if there's something about how even me, like I've gained weight over, you know, through COVID, a lot of women have. And so girl, I went from petite to all my curves came back. So in that, you know, I'm scrolling, seeing people with six pack. I have to remind myself, you know what? But I'm healthy. Okay, yeah, but I might not have that. But look, I'm in a good space. Look at everything around me. I'm blessed. I'm still moving forward in things I want to accomplish. So the body, okay, cool. But everything is working in my body. There's nothing that has not been working. So it's to go back to remind yourself of, hey, yeah, whatever they got going on in their journey, but let me stay focused on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm healthy in this time of a pandemic. I don't have to have the six pack. Look, boo, let me embrace these curves. I've been wanting this. I've been wanting these thighs and this booty. You know, let me go and embrace these curves right now because they're not going to be here back in the gym. So let me just go on and love up on them. Let me
listen. You're preaching. I'm telling you.
So that's another thing, and I just feel like you have to remind you. My last one is you just gotta stay in your own lane. Literally,
stay in your lane.
Stay in your own lane and say, man, I got to stay focused on what my path is, what God has for me, what it is that I'm supposed to be accomplishing. Like, you know, when you move too much, you can get off course and crash. So if you still worried with everyone else, you can crash and go on to something else and you don't know how you got there. But if you stay in your lane, you stay focused on what you're doing, it's clear. You can see your vision so much clearer. You can see what you're supposed to be doing so much clearer. Everything for you is like, it's just straight ahead. It's like no extra nothing. So my biggest thing is, hey, remind yourself, you know what? That's their journey. That's their lane. Let me stay focused in my own. Let me stay tunnel vision. And it is challenging, but you have to remind yourself, hey, this is my life.
This is
choices, and it's your choices that make your life.
Yeah.
So remind yourself, hey, let me stay in my journey. Let me stay with my choices and what I'm choosing to do, and I will have everything that it is that I want. Make those decisions. Make that stuff. You can have whatever you've seen someone else have. Let that inspire you. Let that be a creativity to you. Don't be a comparison.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, that girl did that. She, you know, give. And then if you do feel like that, feel like, man, let me encourage that woman. If you do feel like it's something on you, why don't you just encourage her? You know what, girl? Them shoes are real cute. I was looking at them shoes. Whatever you got to say, like, if you have any kind of thought about it, just put a positive thing on it. Like, girl, you doing that. You rock. Your hair is cute. And, you know, most of the time, those girls are so much friendlier. You know, what you're trying to compare to. And it's like, girl, no, I don't even think I look right. Like, girl, stop playing. Like, their insecurity is so much more lower. Like, you have to just remind yourself, hey, I'm who I am. And that's who she is and who that person is. And, you know, let me just commend them if I get the opportunity. And leave it at that, you know, really. So those are my things, I would say.
So powerful, Jasmin. On a serious note, I was getting chills as you over here preaching, girl.
I'm over here like, hold up now. You got me. Because I was,
you know what?
That's the big one women do. That's the big one.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And I love what you said about that because we can never take away from another person if we realize and understand what we have. And you said something too that really struck a nerve over here in a good way, is the fact that if I'm busy doing what I'm supposed to, then you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. You know, and I believe that is how and when God is able to give you even more. Like, okay, I mean,
that part for real.
If you're faithful with few, I'll make you ruler over many. So it's like, okay, you can't even manage your own little whatever, and now you want me to put you on an international platform, girl.
You gotta stay focused.
Stay focused. Yeah, no, I love it. Because on a serious note, and I believe that sometimes, like we mentioned in the beginning, we go through stuff for someone else. But these past couple of months, I was in that weird funk a little bit. Like, and God has to.
We all did. Women, we not used to just being at home all day. Like that.
Listen.
A whole year, they just had us in the house eating. That's all we could do. That's all we could.
I put on so much weight, it is sad, but
Wait, I'm just embracing like, hey, this is a new glow. This to go.
exactly. No, that's same here. Because
Let's
speaking
wear
of,
it well. Let's wear the weight well. Okay, let's just wear it well.
speaking speaking of, we had a commercial shoot this weekend for the Queen Status tracksuits, y'all. The Queen
So
Status
cute.
tracksuits. And I
So
was feeling
cute.
some kind of weight. I was a little bit insecure because when I put on weight, Queen, it goes all the way on the lower part of the
You was
department.
looking good. You was looking good in that jumpsuit.
Listen, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this. And so here we are, and you touched on that. So I know that we're
And
totally
then
fine.
you gotta know that girls pay for that stuff. Stop playing. Them things we get in natural curves, people are paying big money for, baby. You gotta remind yourself that too. People
That's
are paying for them. People paying for that booty. People paying for them boobs, them thighs, that look. So you gotta remind yourself too, be in your own lane. Like they trying to switch who they are to get something that the other women have instead of being happy with who they are in this form. So
So
you
good.
gotta embrace it.
So good. And you know how it is, though. We always find that thing like, but if my waist was just a little bit more snatched,
We
you
gotta
know,
stop that and just love who we are. Like,
love
man,
who we are. So true. And just be grateful and keep it moving. Keep it pushing.
like you here. Hello. That's automatic. You here, you living, you breathing. Let's just focus on
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. Because there were a lot of people about that too. Unfortunately, we send our love and condolence to them that didn't make it past, this
That's what I'm
next one.
saying.
So we thank God for that and just being in that spirit of gratitude, like you mentioned, Jasmine. Thank you for reminding of us of that today. Seriously, sometimes we need to be reminded, you know.
I agree. We have to remind ourselves of how grateful, like sometimes it can be going so good. You can forget to say, you know what, this is not normal. A lot of
Right.
people need that skill. A lot of people don't have fresh water. A lot of people don't have a place to stay. A lot of people don't have like a healthy body. A lot of people are in hospitals missing things, disabled. And so
Right.
if you're walking every day, you have your arms, you have your eyesight. There's people who don't have that. You have your hair. People, what I'm saying? Some people, they
Exactly.
can grow hair.
They
So I'm
would.
just saying, like, even on small things like that, people are praying and wishing they had those little things. So
Right. Right.
we have to remind ourselves, okay, yeah, those might be small things, but that could be someone's biggest thing they're wishing and praying.
Yeah. Well, I feel inspired to start wearing my own hair a little bit. I've been growing my hair underneath these waves.
Yeah, me too, girl. Me too. Me
So
too.
I may follow you on that and just stop, letting that forehead breathe.
Exactly. Every now and then we gotta wear our own hair, no makeup, just love ourselves.
Exactly.
And we can add that. As women, we like to add a little here and there, and that's fine.
Right. And you look beautiful, by the way, Queen.
Thank
Seriously.
you.
Absolutely gorgeous.
One queen to another. One queen to
Well, on that note, I just want to play this little commercial inspiration real quick. And I believe that it will speak to you all until we get some refreshments and stuff. It's very short and sweet, but I believe it's very powerful in the same content of A Powerful Woman, Jasmine Anderson's book, A Powerful Woman. Go and get it on Amazon. You do not want to miss
Strong
this.
women never give up. We might need a coffee. We might need a good cry. We might need a day in bed, but we will always come back stronger.
All
Yes.
right. That was it. That was it. And it's true. A strong woman never gives up. We may need a coffee. We may need to cry. Well, this she said something else. We may need to. I forgot it. I didn't.
We're not giving up.
Never give up. We ain't giving up for 5 cents. We may have to do all of that. Like you even mentioned that earlier, Jasmine. And that's what everything is everything is falling in place today, you guys. It's slow. We're live, but she had no idea I was gonna play that. But she mentioned that earlier, and it's something in that context. And it's so funny because I believe that when it's all said and done, some of us, depending on what faith or where you came from as far as your belief, many think that, oh, if you don't have this big platform, then your voice don't matter. And talk about that, Jasmine, because you are the one that actually have a platform for others. You be the one posting having people tell me, how was that transition like from being, the one, which you still do it though, right? You still host, correct?
Yes. I still do journalism and writing. And I love what you said, because that's another part where I'm humble. A lot of people feel like, hey, you're building your own name. Why are you interviewing other people? Why are you doing that? And in a sense, yeah, I'm building my name, building my brand. But at the same time, I got into what I do to highlight people's brand. That's something I love naturally to do. I love to hear people's stories on how they're improving, how they become successful, how are they getting through these challenges called life, and how do they overcome these situations so I can apply them. I feel like wisdom is the one key thing. Knowledge is the one key thing we can't. You don't just have. You can always. It's always something you don't know. So I am always wanting to know something new. I'm always wanting to advance.
Such a humble statement, Jasmin. You said that always willing to learn from others.
Yeah.
And you learn from them by interviewing them.
Exactly.
That's amazing, because you've interviewed so many big names. Like, you guys saw her reel. She's interviewed Lil Wayne. You've interviewed a lot of different people.
Yes, I've been blessed. Yes. And like I said, that starts from a vision board. You know what it is you want to do. I started that with saying, okay, where do I want to take it this year? What do I want to do? I want to do red carpets. I want to interview celebrities. I want to do this. And I think as clear as you are about what you want to do and you get it out there, and I have that also in here in my books, but you have to sit with yourself to see clearly, what is it that I want to do? How do I want to do it? And those things will start coming to you. What you do to move forward in your life. If you ask for that, you ask first, you ask your creator, okay, what is that? What is it? And you really spend time with you. You see, okay, these are things that I like. These are things that I'm doing. So I wanted to bring this about. Let me do a vision board, and also let me do a lifestyle board. And I think that's the two things people need to separate. Your vision is different than your lifestyle. So the cars, the houses, that is your lifestyle. That's not your vision.
Whoa. That's good. That's good.
Exactly. And we've been putting those on our vision board, but no, our vision is what's in your mind. What is you create? What is it that you're doing with your own business? And I felt like I used to mesh both of those so much. It was wrong. It was like a lack board, because it wasn't my vision. It was other people's visions that they created, and I got it on my vision board.
Oh, that's good.
That's not for your vision. That's your lifestyle. Yeah, you want to own this. You want to have this. You want to travel. You want to do that. That's a lifestyle. That's not your vision. Your vision is, what are you creating? What are you producing? What are you putting out? What are you making? And so I think, what is the vision God has given you? And I feel like that's what people need to tap into. Only their vision, only what they see in their mind that they want to create should be on a board, their vision. And they can have the lifestyle board. So separate those two, like make two different boards with your lifestyle and your vision.
I love it. I love it. And because I'm a believer, all this stuff. I just heard the scripture. I have to say.
Okay, go ahead.
My people perish for the lack of knowledge, but also where there's no vision, the people perish. Because if there's no, especially now with COVID and all of this craziness, it's like it's easy to just put the blanket over your head and be like, oh, when is this going to be over? But when there's a vision, it's almost like by force, like, by all means, you are going to move towards that thing. You're just going to have to get there, And I can see
little, what's your pace?
Little by little. Even you, like there's no shadow of a doubt that you are an author, that you are the powerful woman that you are. I mean, look at your screen. It speaks for itself, And you're a woman of vision. You knew that we were coming live and you prepared for it, and we are seeing it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like, your life will tell on you whether you say something or not. You know what I mean? And people are always watching. So Jasmin, I'm so honored to have you here.
Thank you for having me on. This is a blessing to share with other women, because it might be something they didn't know or made them just think a little different. Like, I get to try that. I could do that.
Right. And Totally. Last but not least, I would like to play a little game here.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you some objects on the screen, and then whatever comes to your mind, you can elaborate on it. And
Okay.
the first object, let me see, is this right here. You know what this is.
Is that a mic? Yes, recorder. So that comes to me, JTV, me recording
Yes,
or freelancing. Yes.
got it. So JTV, what does it stand for? For those that don't know.
Journey to Victory.
Woo!
So with JTV, it's a lot of, that network is just a lot of inspirational content to help people on their journey. We're all on a journey, but we need the right motivation. We need the right wisdom and knowledge to help us along the way. So through those interviews that I do, it's for you to grab something that can help you on your journey,
Yes.
as you're living life. Like, hey, you know what? This was good. I didn't know this, or this person got through that. I can do it too. And that's what it is. Like, so you can know, like, man, I can push through this. I can get through this situation. I don't have to be stuck here. I don't have to be complacent. And so that's really what that means. Let's get to victory. Let's continue our journey and moving forward. So that's what it is.
Woo! So powerful. So powerful. On a serious note. Okay, the next object, many of us are familiar with it. We got it all day. Some of us literally all day. Jasmine, what comes in mind when you pick up this or when you see this?
Oh my goodness. The phone. I would say when I pick up the phone, it's opportunity because you can choose how to use it. It's a tool. And I use it for business. I use it with communication. And you have to watch how you use it because it's the biggest distraction, if you don't know how to use it. So it can be a big distraction. You get so discombobulated. So it's all about, I use it for the phone. I use the phone as a tool. I have a lot of apps on here that I do a lot of different things for my business, for work, for creating, for talking with people international, with speaking, with doing things. So I look at that as a tool, and it's a great tool. Like, who doesn't? You need the phone. Like, it's a great tool.
You need the phone.
In my mind, opportunity and business is what
I love it. I love it. It's funny you say that because even concerning life, I don't know who came up with it, but it's so powerful that when life gives you lemons, you turn it into lemons. Darn phone, when it can be turned into something bad, but also can be very powerful in the sense you can generate wealth, you can build business, you can do great things with it. When somebody sends you a negative text message, you can choose to send a good one back.
It's all about what choice you want to make with this tool. How do you use it in your life? How do you want to use it? Like anything else in our life.
Right. And you have a very powerful, that word, it keep coming out of my mouth, powerful.
Come on, powerful. It's in the atmosphere. Everybody on here powerful.
Yeah. It's in the atmosphere. But you have a very powerful quote, though, that says, correct me if I'm wrong, that your life is based on the choices that you make. Is that what? Can you please share that? What did I say right?
Yeah, like your choices. Your choices is a big part of your life. You look at your life. If you really look at your life, it's all based on your choices, whether you admit it or not. You're where you are right now because of your choices. And so I tell people, look at that in a beautiful way, because if you make the choice to be in the situation you are now, think about, okay, if I make better choices, the situation I can be in, or if I make the same choices, the situation I can stay in. So even me, I choose every day to make better choices moving forward because I don't want to stay stagnant. I don't want to stay the same. So think about, okay, what am I doing now that's gonna better me? In everything I do, I think about it fully and completely. Okay, this choice is going to affect this, this, and this. So what choice you make is affecting your life for now or to come. So you have to be mindful of every choice you make and think it clear, because your choices make your life. Your choices literally make up your life versus you saying, oh, this is what I want. This is what I want. What are your choices saying? What are you choosing to do? Like, for example, we could say, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to be weight. But we're choosing to eat breads all day. We're choosing to eat pizza all day. We're choosing to not go to the gym. That's just one example. And that's right there. You could be saying it all day, what you want to do, but what are your choices you making throughout the day to get
Right.
you moving forward? And is that helping you get to where you want to go? So you have to look at, man, are the choices I'm making really the way I want to live, or do I want to change that? And you can change that with your habits, with what you're choosing to do. So it's very important to do that. It's a struggle for everybody because every day you got to make a choice.
Every day.
Every day you got to choose to want to do better. Because today you can say, "Oh, I want to do good. I want to do better." And tomorrow you might want to say, "You know what?
Forget it.
Today I'm not feeling it today. No, today." So every day you have to choose again. You wake up with a new choice, a new way to go about your life, and that's a blessing. If you're living, you have the choice to do better. So take advantage. Take advantage.
So good. So good. Oh my goodness. I feel like we're having church over here, okay?
Yeah.
Seriously. Your choices. I got two objects here in my hand, and I don't know which one I should pick, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick this one here. And it's a anointing oil.
Oh. So what do I do when I see anointing? I feel I'm anointed. So
Yes.
I think of anybody I come in path with, it's on purpose. Us
Mhm.
having this is on purpose. So there's an anointment on it. There's a special ground. There's a special thing we're doing because we're making a connection, and that connection is going to bless someone in their life to do better, to move about in better things. So I feel like every person I come in contact with, is whether I realize it or not, in the moment, if I look back later, oh, that's why I met that person. That connection. Like, look at us. Like, we met at a whole different thing.
Wow, listen.
Who would ever thought? Who would have ever thought? Okay, now you got your own network, your own show. You're doing these amazing things. Like, we would be still connected. Like, what? Who would have known that that's what that day led to, by someone introducing me to you, bringing me to do interviews and a project doing. But at a bigger thing, like, we've stayed connected. We've stayed doing.
Stay connected, indeed.
It's more bigger than what we're even seeing. Like, this isn't even the start. This is just like, this is the start. This is just the beginning of what our reasoning for coming in contact was. Like, it was definitely on purpose,
1,000%. And it's so funny you say that, Jasmine, because I pay very much attention to that. The people who are like, we met like 4 years ago, and here we are. It's 2020, and we're still in contact.
2021.
Listen, 2021. That part. I'm still in 2020. Do you know how many times I went live?
We still connected.
Lord, listen. And I'm just saying that it is definitely one of those purposeful interactions, and I'm truly grateful for the fact that I met you, Jasmine. Whether you believe it or not, you just exude so much queen status. You just exude so much power and strength. I felt encouraged and motivated just by our conversation prior to going live. And if I felt that way, I can only imagine who is going to feel that way. And I love the power of social media and technology, in the sense that here we are going live now, but we have replay. Hello. If you missed this, or if you want to watch it later, you can watch it, share it with somebody that needs to be inspired and encouraged, So any final remarks, Queen, that you want to share? Anything that's coming up soon that you may have that you want us to look out for?
I know. Just stay tuned. Right now, I'm really just doing international with the book, getting it in different languages. So I can also connect with other women, because I feel like that's the goal. All women, we're not discriminating anything. It's just women in general. We need to tap into our potentials. We need to know and see clearly what those are and act on it, activate it, and that's really what it is. You can know you have power, but not use it, not activate it. So how to activate your power, how to tap into yourself, your inner power. And that's just really what it's about. Like, knowing that you are the prize. You are the woman.
You are, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Knowing I am it, period. I am the queen, period. And what that looks like, and how to exude that power, not to be all boastful, not to use it for other bad things, but to use it in a way it brings more light to you, more joy to you, more opportunities to you. And it brings about a life full. You know,
Yeah.
you feel like, okay, each day I'm giving my all, and it's the life I want, you know. So
So
that's
good. So good. I love it. And it's so funny, we were talking about how we met, and a lot of times people think that they need to be reaching vertically, reaching for the top, reaching for those that are on top. But sometimes we have to reach horizontally. We have,
exactly the
we have
people
to
around us,
within our community.
friends, neighbors.
Neighbors, exactly. And that's how we begin to grow, and it becomes something solid and something valuable, because the people who we know within our community, I feel like sometimes those are the one that actually, this is what I'm trying to say. If you can really inspire or sell a product, or change somebody's life within your community, that means the world is yours. So ministry starts at home. Everything starts home base. And I am once again so grateful, Jasmine, for having given the opportunity on a serious note. When I reached out to you, you were ready to go and you were here for it. It really is such a blessing. And as you all know, she's a very busy woman, like for real. She's a busy. um, so thank you once again for taking your precious time. How can people stay in touch with you? If somebody want to, connect with you, what's your Instagram, social media?
Yes, it's Anderson Official is my social media.
Mhm.
And from JTV Network to Powerful Woman Book, Live Fully Book, or
Mhm.
just go to jasminanderson.com. Okay. And you can stay updated with us, send me information, you have any questions, things like that. So that's just one way. Jasmin Anderson Official, you'll find all of my different other social medias on there. So go there.
Nice. Jasmine. Oh, such an honor once again to just get to sip and chat with you. And
No.
I look forward to getting you come back. I know there's more books that are lined up that's coming.
Oh, you're so sweet. Look, let's get this one going. Let's get this one.
Yes.
Okay, yes, I receive that. Okay, there's
Yes,
more.
yes. And I love how you're doing just that. You're not like on to the next. No, you're like, okay, we finished this. Now we're gonna get this in other
Yeah.
languages, and then we're gonna. I'm sure audio is already on audio.
I need people to get this message. Like
Exactly.
this is the message that God gave me to help educate or help uplift other women. Like right now, I feel like women, we're at it the worst. A lot of us were letting other people control us, control our mind, who we are, and degrading us. I mean, look at social media. Look at it. It's like women are just degrading themselves every day. It's like there's no power in you degrading or letting other people degrade you and have their opinion. So it's like you have to stand up for yourself. And like I said, it's just not having the knowledge. Okay, they're not having that mentor. They're not having someone tell them this is what they're supposed to do. And I feel like if we don't get hold of it now for women, I can't imagine what the future women will be.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really important that I stick to this message, letting these women know, especially the women to come, the girls, like for them not to just get caught up and what they're seeing on social media, what they're seeing that is brought to like, oh, this is what a woman is. No, there's so much more than just the look of the woman.
Yeah.
There's so much more than the boobs and you showing your pieces. There's so much more to being a woman than having the features, having the curves. No.
Yeah.
To tap into that mind. You need to know what you were created for. You need to tap into who you are, what you were called to do. And in here, I have powerful woman facts. There's other women as well, and quotes like that. But it's history. You got to get your history, get you together, and know what all a woman entails. And hey, it's just a start guide, just to get people to think, have that conversation with yourself to open up, to do better. So it's I can't move on next because I have to feel like women really got impacted with this message, before I go to another one. Like I need to see like, no, women are really getting the message and it's really sticking, and they're tapping into themselves. They're happy with who they are. They don't have to feel, oh, they have to do this, and this to be accepted, And so just standing in who they are. So I really want to stick to that because it's important for women to do that. It's so important.
So good, Jasmine. Oh my goodness. Wow. I love that. We were supposed to get off like 5 minutes ago. It's 5. If you look at your watch right now, it's 5:55. So we got the grace on us right now.
Okay.
Can I just say this? I'm so glad that you touched on the fact that so many women out there think that the way to get their voices heard is to take their clothes off. And it hurts my heart when I see that, when I see young ladies on Instagram, on any other platform. Now there's this called fan for fans only.
Only fans only. Fans
Yeah,
only.
something like that, whereby your fans comes in and now they're taking their clothes. I mean, come on, you do not have to take your clothes.
It's just making it the biggest thing. Like the less clothes you are, the more famous you are. Like it's just how they're marketing it, like degrading women, like saying this is what you're supposed to do, and that's it.
If you don't do, we don't want to talk to you, or you're not hot, you're not it. Like, put your clothes on, please. Stop taking
it hold of the generation now, because
exactly.
It's just gonna be chaotic even more so. So it's just to get a hold and letting these women know who don't have those moms, who are caught up in those things, like
exactly. Right. And we're not saying don't be sexy.
No, nothing's wrong with how they feel. If that's, some women, that's just what they want to do. That's fine. But I'm saying the ones who do want to know who they are, who do want to be on a higher calling for themselves. Those are who I'm talking to.
Those are the ones we're talking
about. I have no problem with nobody. I don't shame anybody. No. That's what you feel. Hey, if you do what you want. I'm just saying, I just don't want people to think that's it.
Exactly. Like there's options. There's there's other ways for you to.
And there's more to you than that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want people to know that there's more. So just for those people, let the world know there's more to you than that as well.
That's good, Jasmin. I love that. And like I mentioned earlier, there's nothing wrong with, because we as women, we naturally just, I'm sure for men, because they're very visual, right? When they look at a woman, it probably goes straight to like, wow, she's hot, she's cute, she's whatever. It's always outer appearance. But exactly. I think that what becomes powerful of a woman, like you said, is when the woman can show a man or show the world, not only men, that there is more to me. I'm not just this outer appearance, but I have a brain. You know what I mean? Like someone said, if he buys the table, you decorate it. You bring the silverware. There's more. There's layers. There's a mother. There's a wife. There's a prayer warrior. There's a chef. I mean, come on.
So many different hats women do. Yeah. And it's just
different hats. So cheers to that, Queen.
And we're appreciating that this month and every day. Okay.
Every day. Every day. Not just this month. Every day. I love it. But so that concludes our time together, I believe. I think the message is out there. The book is out there. You guys make sure you go and get The Powerful Woman by Jasmin Anderson. And it is available on Amazon and
JasminAnderson.com. And if you get it off of my website, I can get you an autographed copy. So go to JasminAnderson.com, JAZMIN Anderson.com, and I'll autograph and send you the copy. So do that.
Yeah, do that, Queen, and level up to the next and be the powerful woman that you were called to be. Jasmin Anderson, so wonderful chatting with you. I will see you soon. Trust you me, that I believe there is more books in you, and we shall see you on the next book release as well. If not before,
to you, I'm gonna have to get some. I'm gonna have to get my suit soon. So yeah,
I got you. Just tell me what color, and we got you, girl. We got you.
Okay, give me the pink or the orange.
Pink or done.
Thank you for having me.
Love you, Queen. Be blessed.
You too.
All right, guys, that was all that we have for you. I wanted to honestly chat with Jasmin even some more. We just start going into some deeper realms about being a powerful woman. I feel powerful, more powerful even now. And if I feel powerful now more than before, I know that you're feeling more powerful. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you share this with somebody that you believe needs to be uplifted and needs to be encouraged. And also, you guys, make sure that you go and grab this book. On a serious note, Jasmin is definitely a trailblazer. She's doing some great work in her field and also in the world as a whole. So I would love for you guys to just stay connected with her and stay tuned and see what else she got coming. All right, guys, that's all we have for you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. For those of you that wants to know more about what we're doing, send us an email to queenstatus4@gmail.com. Check out our latest release of the Queen Status collection, actually the Miss Fitness collection V1. This is the first release, so we got more coming. This is one of the track suits, and it's really cute on a serious note, not just because it's Queen Status, but it is flat out cute. So go and get yours at queenstatusboutique.com, and don't forget to wear your invisible crown.
Strong women never give up. We might need a coffee. We might need a good cry. We might need a day in bed. But we will always come back stronger.